Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajesh Chemistry Academy, Hyderabad, Telangana State. So in this particular video, we are going to discuss about what is aldol condensation and what are the major advantages of aldol condensation and how it is help for your examination related to concept. Okay, so aldol condensation initially it is applicable for only aldehydes. Okay, not only aldehydes, even ketones also it is applicable, but better it is preferred only for aldehydes. So here it is completely a condensation reaction. So what it means actually, what is the meaning of condensation? Attachment is nothing but a condensation. And what is the primary requirement required for a substrate and what kind of reagent is required? Okay, so it is a condensation reaction required aldehydes. Definitely there is a requirement of aldehydes. Okay, and this aldehydes required alpha hydrogen. I will explain what is alpha hydrogen, how it is used to make a condensation. So aldehydes required at least one alpha hydrogen which is undergoes not only condensation, that is undergoes self condensation. So what is the meaning of self condensation? Self condensation means own molecule undergo attachment. So condensation means same molecule undergo condensation or attachment with other molecule, that is called condensation. Self condensation means same molecule will repeatedly undergo condensation with own molecule, that is called self condensation. Okay, so here we need to require some warming. Okay, so slight heating is required and here it is completely mild or dilute conditions. Mild or dilute conditions of, okay, so conditions of alkali medium is required. So here I am taking a mild or dilute conditions of alkali medium. Alkali is nothing but a basic medium that will give a selective product here. That product name is beta hydroxy. Okay, so beta hydroxy aldehydes. This beta hydroxy aldehydes, it is a mixture of aldehyde as well as alcohol. That's why this name is given as CF. It is aldehyde plus alcohol. Our product is aldehyde plus alcohol. That's why the name is given as aldol. It is not a name of a scientist, it is only a mixture of aldehyde as well as alcohol. Okay, so when aldehydes having at least one alpha hydrogen, you can define like this: aldehydes having at least one alpha hydrogen undergoes self condensation by warming under mild or dilute conditions in alkali medium, that will give beta hydroxy aldehydes, is known as a aldol. Okay, so especially this is carried in presence of some selective bases. Bases you can take like this. See, dilute medium of sodium hydroxide, dilute medium of sodium carbonate, dilute medium of sodium bicarbonate, etc. We can take all kinds of first group metal carbonates, bicarbonates, you can take any one. Barium hydroxide. Okay, so here even we can take barium hydroxide, next even we can take sodium hydroxide, etc. We can use all kinds of bases, especially in aldol condensation. Okay, so suppose see, aldol condensation is not good for ketones. Okay, so mostly it is good for aldehydes only. It is good for aldehydes. Okay, so it is not suitable for ketones. Remember, aldol condensation is not suitable for ketones. Okay, so condensation is not only takes place within the molecule, between the molecule also takes place. So if two different molecules, same molecules condense together, two different and same molecules are condensed together, if same molecules are condensed together, that is called simple aldol. If different carbonyls or different ketones or ketones aldehydes combine together, that is called cross aldol. Okay, now see actual reaction involved in this one. Okay, see, I am taking a aldehyde, this is CH3, C double bond O, here H. Okay, so in your examination they will give only one aldehyde, but you need to make them into two. Why? Because in order to undergo condensation, definitely two molecular equivalents are required. So I am taking two equivalents here, this is CH3, C double bond O, here H. How many aldehydes I taken? Two aldehydes I taken. Now it is little reversible reaction. Now I am taking sodium hydroxide in dilute medium. Dilute medium only we need to require. Okay, so this is CH3CH. Simply convert this carbon as a alcoholic carbon, CH2, and this I am converting as a OH. Now this directly attaches over here, CH2, C double bond O, and this is H. Now this is alpha carbon and this is beta carbon. So first molecule carbonyl converted to alcohol, second molecule alpha carbon, remove one hydrogen and attaches over here. So finally this is called beta hydroxy aldehyde, this is called aldol. So one should know what is alpha carbon. See, carbonyl, this is carbonyl group. Carbonyl first bond attached carbon is nothing but a alpha carbon. This is alpha carbon. Alpha carbon consisting hydrogens are known as, this all are known as alpha hydrogens. Okay, so this is alpha carbon and these hydrogens are known as alpha hydrogens. They involve in keto-enol tautomeric form, that is called tautomerism. So when these hydrogens involve in tautomeric form, it will be converted into double bond and hydrogen migrated to 1, 2, 3. So tautomerism is nothing but 1, 3 shift. So here two hydrogens are present, carbon, carbon, there is a double bond. Carbon, oxygen single bond formation takes place and here it is OH and here hydrogen. So this is completely a enol form of aldehyde. Okay, remember this is a keto-enol tautomeric structure of a aldehyde. So the first carbon attaches to carbonyl, it may be left side or it may be right side for ketone. Okay, so for only aldehyde it may be in one direction, alpha carbon, next one more beta carbon, like that. So the hydrogens attaches to alpha carbon is known as alpha hydrogen. Only these hydrogens are deprotonated by base. If this base deprotonates here, definitely it will get carbanion. That carbanion is known as a enolate ion. That enolate ion involved in resonance, that will form a enol. Okay, now see. Now I explained what is a alpha carbon. Now check out whether how many alpha carbons are present in this one. See, this is one more carbonyl group, carbonyl of aldehyde, alpha carbon, next most is beta. Now these two hydrogens present on alpha carbon belongs to alpha hydrogens. Okay, you can also proceed like this. See, this is CH3 and here one more CH3 and C double bond OH and here one hydrogen is present. Now if you circle this, this is alpha. How many alpha hydrogens are present in this carbonyl of aldehyde? Only one alpha. Now I am taking one more molecule, CH3. Now it is attaches to C double bond OH. Observe carefully. Carbonyl first carbon is called alpha. Carbonyl first carbon is called alpha, but that particular carbon doesn't having any kind of hydrogen. So if this carbon not having any kind of hydrogen, so it is not involved in aldol condensation. So that's why they will mention clearly aldehydes or ketones having at least one alpha hydrogen, at least one alpha hydrogen. So here three alpha hydrogens are there, here only two alpha hydrogens, here one alpha hydrogen. As number of alpha hydrogens increases, we know very well hyperconjugations also increases. So hyperconjugations depends only on alpha carbon. So this alpha carbon having only alkyl groups, no alpha hydrogens. So it is not involved in aldol type of condensation. Okay. Now try to identify how many alpha hydrogens are present. See here one more carbonyl, adjacent hydrocarbons I written. See, this is carbonyl. First you write the selective functional group. First attachment, this is first attachment, it is also first attachment, alpha, alpha. So 6 alpha hydrogens are present. 6 alpha hydrogens. Okay. So here I am writing CH2. Now I am writing in a different way. How many alpha hydrogens are present? So this is carbonyl, it is alpha, alpha. So here 2 plus 3, here 5 hyper conjugations or 5 alpha hydrogens are present. Okay. You can also write in one more way. See, this carbon of ketone, this is C double bond O and here CH3. How many alpha hydrogens are present? 3 alpha hydrogens. 3 alpha hydrogens on ketone. So here I am using tertiary butyl and C double bond O and here TBU. Tertiary butyl means this skeleton is called tertiary butyl. How many alpha hydrogens are present in this one with respect to this carbonyl? No alpha hydrogen. Here how many? Here also no alpha hydrogen. No alpha hydrogen is present in this molecule. Okay. So here I am taking ketone C double bond O, acetophenone. Okay. So this carbonyl, it is alpha carbon, here also alpha carbon. So 3 alpha hydrogens are present. So you may expect a common question in aldol condensation. Why? Because in aldol condensation Once if you know how to calculate alpha hydrogens, how to use that alpha carbon hydrogen with respect to base for condensation, definitely it is very easy to understand Cannizzaro reaction, Neuville reaction, Perkin, Stobbe, approximately 15 to 20 named reactions depends on aldol. So that's why I am stressing how to identify alpha carbon hydrogens and how to remove that alpha hydrogen with respect to base. Okay, see how they will ask questions and mechanism, how it is helps, I will show. See, they will ask like this, which of the following does not involve in aldol condensation? You try to predict the answer. Definitely requirement of at least one alpha hydrogen. Okay, so here I am taking a benzaldehyde now, and we can also take some selective heterocyclic for furol. Okay, now I am taking tertiary butyl attaches to C double bond OH. Now this is C. Option D, all. So which of the following does not involve in aldol condensation? Here no alpha hydrogen, no alpha hydrogen. TBU is nothing but this skeleton. This is called tertiary butyl. This is C double bond OH. This total part is called TBU. So this molecule never involved in. This is not involved. It is also not involved. It is also not involved in this. So finally your answer is this. So all molecules are not involved in aldol type of condensation. Okay. Now same question I am repeating now. See, which of the following does not involve in aldol condensation? Okay. See, here I am writing C double bond O pH. Now B, TBU attaches to carbonyl attaches to phenyl. C, now TBU, now C double bond O, here also I am using TBU. Option D, here phenyl is present, now C double bond O, IPR means isopropyl. Already we discussed about what is TBU. Now we need to know what is isopropyl, IPR. This is carbon hydrogen, next here followed by CH3, C double bond OH. So this group is known as IPR, isopropyl. So this carbon carry alpha hydrogen, that alpha hydrogen is removed by base. Finally it is involved in aldol type of condensation. So these kind of questions are very common in IIT-JEE examinations. Okay, so why? Because they are most helpful for condensation for all kinds of reaction. Next, see the mechanism after knowing this application for aldol type of condensation. Mechanism is most important one. Once if you know this mechanism, it is very easy to predict variable types of reactions such as Cannizzaro, Perkin type of reaction. So here I take an aldehyde in starting of the reaction, in which 3 alpha hydrogens are present, and see this is C double bond OH. This is alpha hydrogen which carry 3 alpha hydrogens. Now here I am using OH minus with reversibility. So this hydrogen is going to take with respect to this hydroxy group, and it is get converted to CH2 minus and C double bond OH here. So this is called enolate ion. So this enolate ion is get stabilized by resonance, it is migrate and transfer here. Now you will get C double bond O minus and here H. This is called resonance stabilized enolate ion. You may take for aldehyde, ketone or ester, whatever it may be, carbonyl adjacent carbon, whichever hydrogens are present, that hydrogens undergo deprotonation and that will give a carbanion. That carbanion involved in resonance. Okay. Next here finally see the second partner, this is your second partner of aldehyde. Okay. Now I am taking enolate ion. You can take this one or this one. Suppose see if I take first one, enolate ion with suitable negative charge on carbanion. Now see this carbon negative charge attacks on this carbonyl. Why? Because carbonyl group is electron deficient, which is a good nucleophile acceptor involved in nucleophilic addition reaction. So this will attack here, it will migrate here. So after migration, see this hydrocarbon part is represented by CH3 and this is O minus, and there is a condensation expected between alpha carbon and beta carbon. See a new bond formation takes place between alpha and beta, that is called condensation product. So after this, what happens, see, there is a protonation takes place from aqueous medium. Once if you make protonation, now this is CH and here OH, and this is CH2, C double bond OH. See, this is alpha, beta. So beta hydroxy aldehyde. So that is called aldol type of condensation. So is it a CC bond formation reaction or not? In your examination they may also ask aldol condensation is either CC bond formation or not. Yes, it is a perfect CC condensation reaction where you are expecting new CC bond between alpha carbon and beta carbon. So once if aldol formation takes place, see, suppose if I take two different carbonyl groups here, see this is aldehyde and here I am taking a formaldehyde. This is formaldehyde. See, here it is OH minus, aqueous medium, proton will take place here. Now, when base is used, it will take proton from this alpha only. Here there is no alpha carbon. So once if it is loses proton, forms a enolate and this will attack on this. So always remember this alpha carbon, once if it is forms enolate and it will attack here. So this is called carbanion acceptor. It is carbanion acceptor. So this is called carbanion. This reaction completely depends only on this carbanion acceptor. This you will see in your next video. But actually carbanion acceptor will decides aldol type of condensation. Okay. So here see, once if you generate here, it will be attacks here. Now finally this is CH2 and this becomes OH. Now this alpha carbon and here C double bond OH. Now observe this reaction. This is called cross aldol. Condensation between two different carbonyl groups is called cross aldol. Now see, I will explain mechanism for this so that you can understand very easily about this reaction. Once if it is remove proton, okay, so this molecule only I am taking. Why? Because this molecule not having any alpha hydrogen. So once if I take a base will take this proton here and forms a carbanion. And see, after formation of a carbanion, that is called enolate, and this will attack on this molecule. So if this is attacking on this molecule means it is definitely a carbanion acceptor. So aldol condensation completely depends upon carbanion acceptor. So here I am taking a formaldehyde. Now this will attack here and this is migrate here. Reversibility of reaction. See, this C double bond OH, this CH2 I am writing as it is. Now this will attack on this carbon. This is CH2, finally you will get O minus. So after getting this O minus, add a proton from solvent medium, finally you will get OH here now. Okay, so this is alpha and this is beta. So beta hydroxyaldehydes is nothing but a aldol condensation. This is called cross aldol condensation. Cross aldol condensation. Okay, so now see. Is it ketones possible to involve in aldol condensation or not? Yes, ketones have a tendency to involve but doesn't give effective amount of product. Okay. See, if I take ketone, this is C double bond O, C double bond O, CH3. Acetone I am taking, and here also C double bond O, and this is CH3. Now, doesn't show any interest in moving forward reaction. See here, forward not shows any interest. It is showing interest towards backward direction only. So if I use OH minus, here alpha, it will attack on this. So whichever carbonyl alpha carbon generates carbanion, that will attack on second partner. This will attack on this. So here you will get negative charge. This will attack here. Now this is C and this is OH. Now this carbon having two methyl groups here. Okay. So this is aldol condensation of ketone. Now why ketones doesn't show much character in this one? See, this is ketonic carbonyl group here. Here bulky group is there. Here also bulky group is present. Now see. Here I am using a enolate. This is enolate. When enolate attacks on this carbon, then only condensation takes place. But what happens around this carbonyl, there is a bulky groups are present. So that bulky groups cover maximum space around this carbonyl group. And one more, this methyl group is donating electrons to this carbonyl group here. Electron density on this carbon is regularly decreases. So when electron density is decreases, what happens? See, here it is a poor nucleophile acceptor. Otherwise we can say poor nucleophile acceptor or poor carbanion acceptor. It cannot accept this carbanion easily. Okay, see this carbanion want to attack on this carbon, but what happens is these groups are releasing electrons. Now here deficiency decreases. When deficiency decreases, what happens here, there is no ability to attract this carbon towards this carbanion. And one more, these groups are bulky in size. So due to this particular reason, they unable to accept this nucleophile to approach over here. Finally, this carbanion never approach on this carbon properly. Okay, so that is why ketones are not involved in aldol condensation. Two reasons you need to expect. One is methyl is electron releasing group, much more crowding is present on this carbon. It is a poor carbanion acceptor. Okay, so that is about some partial introduction regarding to aldol condensation. So much more applications and advanced applications we will discuss in your next video. Okay, try to understand this concept, and if you have any kind of doubts, you can also share in the form of comments. Thank you. Try to share our video and try to support us for advanced level of chemistry. Thank you.